We're following big news in the world of sports. Alex Rodriguez announced that he will retire as a player for the New York Yankees. During an emotional press conference on Sunday, A-Rod broke the news that his days as a Yankee player are over, but he will stay on as a special advisor and instructor.
This is a tough day. I love this game, and I love this team. And today, I'm saying goodbye to both. I never thought I can play for 22 years. At 18, I just wanted to make the team. I want to thank the Steinbrenner family for giving me this opportunity and for making me part of this team. And for giving me an opportunity to stay involved by mentoring the next generation of Yankees.
With me now from Denver is Jonah Keri, senior writer for CBSSports.com. All right, Jonah, apparently if you're A-Rod, there is crying in baseball. What did you make of the announcement?
Well, the Yankees obviously wanted to create a situation where they could get out of paying him the $31 million that they owe him through next season. That was obviously not going to happen. A-Rod wasn't necessarily going to retire willingly, so they had to negotiate an agreement, really, and they were able to do this. I mean, he's not a useful part of the lineup anymore. The current Yankees are unlikely to make the playoffs, but certainly for 2017, they'd like to have younger talent in the lineup. This allows everybody to put on a good face. A-Rod makes his money. He's still with the organization. By all accounts, by the way, he's been a model citizen as a Yankee, so it seems to be the best outcome for everybody.
So you just answered my next question. I was going to ask you, Jonah, why you think he was given the opportunity to stay on as a special advisor.
Well, you know, I mean, there's a lot of controversy surrounding A-Rod externally, but internally, people don't really have a problem with him. I mean, he's been there in the lineup. He works out. He's ready to play. You know, the other teammates seem to get along with him. And I think it's just one of those things where they said, listen, let's do right by this guy. He was the key to winning the World Series in 2009, played a huge role, put up some big numbers, and ultimately just fell off as a result of age, which happens to everybody. And, you know, if it was somebody who didn't have controversy surrounding them, like, let's say, Mark Teixeira, they arranged a nice agreement there where he was able to retire peacefully and everything was fine. They wanted to do the same for Alex.
So, as you just mentioned there, Jonah, A-Rod has quite a checkered past, but he did hit 696 home runs, which is 4th all time. Could he be a Hall of Famer someday?
I think he will, because you see the electorate changing. I mean, myself, I'm going to be a voter in a few years. I am not yet. There's a 10-year waiting process when you join the Baseball Writers Association of America. There are people like me in their 20s, 30s, 40s they will gain that and they will be able to acquire votes. And the younger generation doesn't really, let's put it this way, doesn't necessarily get all uptight about PED use. We consider the fact that Mickey Mantle and Mike Schmidt and Hank Aaron and Willie Mays were all known amphetamines users, which, by the way, are also performance-enhancing drugs. And if you ultimately sweep an entire generation under the rug, what does that really accomplish? If the Hall of Fame wants to be a marker of baseball history, you can't not have Barry Bonds, you cannot have Roger Clemens, and you can't not have Alex Rodriguez. Put an asterisk on the plaque if you want to, but he absolutely should be in the Hall of Fame.
All right, Jonah Keri, thanks so much for your perspective. Appreciate it.